Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, we're going to start on seats. That side is finished. We're going to go through the process. New leather seats. So these are brand new. The butt part is a little lower. It's a little wrinkled still, but the back and everything else came out really good. Next, we're going to show you how to take this seat out, and we're going to put some new skins on there. So this is the current seat. The back is not real bad. I got some rips right here, and then the bottom part is really bad shape, but there's the difference. So let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is the front. We're going to bring this seat all the way back. So that's as far as back as it will go. And then we're going to get a Phillips screwdriver. So taking these two plastic tabs off. Right, so now we will loosen these bolts up, and this is a 13 millimeter socket. So we'll take both of these off. So next we're going to go to the back. We'll put this seat all the way forward, much as we can. So same thing in the back. We're going to do this plastic cover, put that in the tray, and then take the bolts out. So now the back has two bolts. We'll loosen those up. So that's it. There's 4 bolts in the back, 2 in the front, so 6. Now the seat is essentially unbolted. We're going to bring this seat all the way to the back again and unplug the motor. So this is the motor. You can see the track, the whole thing's already lifting up. So we're just going to unplug this here. Kind of hard to do on camera, but put a screwdriver in this tab and it should pop right out. All right, so that's it. Comes out that piece. This piece is going to stay in the floor and the carpet, and then this should come out with the bottom track. All right, so now there's nothing holding the seat in. Steering wheel is somewhat in the way, but should be able to just kind of lift this right out. And there it is. All right, there you go. You can see the seat's out. It's pretty dirty in there. Got some stains, but we'll clean that up. So now we're going to take this track off. Okay, the seat's out. Normally I'd put a blanket down or something, but this leather's trash, so we're just going to turn it over and take the track off. All right, so now inside here, I don't know how good you see it, but this bolt here, there's 4. And this is going to take this track and motor off. It'll be a lot easier to work with the seat. So this here has kind of an angle. We're going to go at it with this first. Okay, it's a little hard to see here, but this is the bottom, and it's still another 13. All right, so now we got all the bolts out. The front stay in there. The back ones come out. So this is our track and motor, and we'll set this right here, and then we're going to put these bolts in here, and I'm gonna tape them on there so they don't fall out and we don't lose them. But now our chair is a lot lighter, and we could take it into, I'm going to work on this in the basement and take this leather off. So that's the next step. So I'm going to tape the bolt down so don't lose it. And we're going to set this in the trunk. Right. And this is going to say back. All right. It's pretty dirty. Okay, so now we have the track got taped up, and we're just going to set this in the trunk. And then we're going to go work on this. All right, this is our temporary car seat. I'm just going to move it in the garage. It's going to be really tough to drive like this, but I'm going to put it back. All right, we got our seat in here. We're going to move this car forward. Oh. All right, thanks for watching this section. All right, now we're down. I'm down in my basement little studio, and we're going to take this bottom seat off. First thing we're going to do, we got to take this little handle off, and there is actual metal clip in here, so we're going to get some tools and take that apart. All right, so right in front there's a little gap. I'm just getting this screwdriver, and then we're probably going to get 2 screwdrivers. And we're going to pry this apart, and you should be able to see that little metal clip without breaking this thing. The other one came out pretty easy. See, it's wide enough. All right. So this little tool I'm using is just a little, kind of like a pry bar, a little clip. So I'm going to try to, you really can't see it on camera, but I'm going to try to pull the clip out and then grab it with these needle nose. All right, so now I got a hold of it. It's actually coming out from the front here. So now this clip come right out, and this here should just back right on off. Okay, we've got it. And then I've got a little box here, and I'm just putting everything in. All right, so real quick, we'll just go over the tools. I got some screwdrivers, this little pry tool I got from Harbor Freight, needle nose, pliers, big one, a small one, some dikes to cut those hog rings. I'd really like an X-Acto knife, but this razor blade's working. And then I bought this hog ring kit from Amazon. It came with these hog rings. And this one's really nice because it will hold your hog ring in place. I'll show you that real fast. So this is really helpful. See how that just stays closed? So you get your hog ring, you put it in those grooves, and then it will stay in place. So you can let that go, and it stays there, and it really helps get in those tight spots and then squeeze instead of holding it all the time. All right, so this is the new kit. There's the back. Okay, and then this is the seat bottom. But the new kits do not come with your top headrest, so we're going to reuse this. You can't take this off until you have this back skin about halfway off. So we need to start with the bottom seat. That comes off, lift forward all the foam, and then we could lift up the back. Let's get started on that. All right, so to remove this bottom seat, there's 2 plastic tabs here. And we want to reuse those, so we're going to try to ease this out and then grab maybe pliers or needle nose, and then this bottom. So there's one here, one on the other side, and they should ease out. And then the bottom kind of like unsnaps then. All right, let me get this going here with 2 hands. Oh, there's a tool I got out. I kind of snapped this. But you could buy these replacements. But there's a tool that kind of slides behind here, and it has like pressure. It gets them out a lot easier. So I don't know if I'm going to reuse this or not. But all right, let's go to the other side. All right, I don't know how good you can see it, but the bottom there's just like a clip, and this is just going to unclip. Tools. So I turn the chair upside down, and it makes it a lot easier. You can see this bottom now just unclips. And just go all the way around. This part here came out. Just kind of unravel this, and then we're gonna drag it out. See, there's little clips. They just kind of clip in there. That's it. All right. So now we should be able to pull the seat out. I'm going to set it back up, and Should be able to pull the seat out from. Okay, so this is all loose with the foam. This we're going to pull through the center, and it should come right off. So here goes the leather skin of the old one. All right, and here are our hog ties. Try to get a close up of that. So this is the front part of the seat. Not good, you can see it, but that's it. There's 1, 2, and this one here already broke. So we're just gonna cut these out. Get a needle nose and we'll pull them out. Next, all 3 hog rings are out, and then this is the original seat, so it's Velcroed in. Let's pull that up. Same thing on this side. And there you go. There's the old bottom. All right, let's go to the back. So next is the foam, and it should just lift right off of there. Now we can kind of see what the shape the springs and stuff are on. Kind of careful with this as we want to reuse it. We might add some padding, but that's it. Okay, so it's not in too bad a shape. A little thin here in the middle. We could add something for that. But all right, and there's your springs. We got a couple spots missing here. We could probably pry those back on and go from there. So you really just need to like separate these a little bit. And we're not saving these seats, so once you get it started, then it will come right out. See, there it almost is. There you go. And that's it. This goes this way, and then we'll work our way up to our hog rings. All right, let's set this up right again. So I kind of peel that back a little bit just to start it. So next, this is kind of a hard part. You just kind of, somebody did a technique where they kind of squeeze and then lift up and just little by little start pulling up this skin. Our hog rings are right here. Once we have that up, then we can access these clips and get the headrest off. So keep going up. It's a workout. All right, so now you can see you're up to Velcro. Get some of that started. I mean, that is really tight. That's been on there for almost, 30 years? 96 Impala. Okay, let's keep working up. All right, so we made it past this second bolster, and now we are back to these hog rings. 1, 2, 3. Let's cut those. Then we should be able to get this top off. Okay. I like to, oh, that one broke right in half. So we got all the hog rings out. Now you can actually get to this back here. Another thing for the headrest. So set clip, pull out. Okay. And next we got to get to these. I'm going to try to show it to you on camera. Little clips we just got to pull out. Let me get this adjusted. Okay, so this is it. This clip right here. So we just got to kind of pull this out while we pull the headrest out. And there's 2 on either side. So I'm going to try to do it with this grip. And we don't really want to break it, but that needs to be pulled out. And then we could unclip our headrest. And then this whole thing will slide right out. But it's a little tricky. So we got both clips out. This should come right out. There you go. Okay. See, there's little grooves. See that on camera. There's grooves right here on each side. and that clip just holds it in. Modern cars, they have them at the top, but that's how they are on this car, so you can't take that off until those are out. But when we got it, we're going to reuse this headrest. It's in pretty decent shape. I'll wash it and clean it, and then get the rest of this thing off. Should come right off now. There we go. All right, got it. Whew, that's a job. There's the old one, and it's pretty bad shape. Take a look at our foam. Okay, so our foam looks like it's in pretty good shape. All the springs are on there, so we're just going to go ahead and start to recover the top. So here's our new piece, and same thing. See, it just clips together once you get it over, and this has holes in it for your headrest, so it just slips on through. This is same material and everything. It's brand new, and just kind of start this little by little. My light. Oh, just wanted to show you there is that flap in the center there. So once we get it pulled down so much, then we're going to pull that flap, and that should bring this top down a little bit more. So it's a little hard to show you on camera, but that flap is right up here. We need to bring it down to hook up to this. So I'm working on getting that. This is actually sliding down pretty easy, but I'm going to try to fish this out. Trying to get this new leather dirty. Fish this out, and then I'll try to show it to you on camera. All right, it's a little hard to see, but I fished it down. This is, still top, and I got this to clip on. So it took probably 15 minutes worth of pulling before I got to stretch enough. Okay, now we can run to the front and get to our hog ring spot. So next, we got our hog ring. We're about halfway down, but we don't want to be past this bolster. So we're going to lift up. We're going to go back to our new spot where this plastic is. And then there's a metal ring in here too. It's probably going to be hard to see, but you want to put these down as much as possible. Get this centered, and we're going to hog ring. First one, got this loaded up. And we're going to attempt to do our first one and then pull on it. So you kind of go down and then push and then squeeze. And I missed that one. Let's do that over. All right, we're going to try this again. So the idea is you want to get these as low as possible. Kind of get this on the ring and this one and be right below them. I think I got it. Yep. All right, so you can kind of see in there it will not pull out. So do another one here. All right, so the tip is, see them, and then you could pull on this and you can see that they're not coming out. The tip is just to get that nose of that as deep in there as possible and then squeeze them together. But all right, all three are on. We'll stand it up and start scooting it down. So now we got it standing up. We should be able to kind of squeeze the foam and just lower this all together. It should be fairly easy now because our hog rings are in place. This whole thing should just go down. Okay, so just keep stretching and looking pretty good. All right. Put this all the way down. All right. Not too bad. Couple wrinkles. Our top's gonna go there. That crease is really nice. Now we're gonna go underneath and button this together. So now we got this flipped over. We just gotta kind of connect these two. Kind of stretch this. See, once you get it started, it's not that bad then, but it will stretch. It's almost got this right here. Okay, just gotta keep working it. Gotta go to the other side. They will bite. It looks like it's almost there. Yeah. It's in there. Okay. All clicked in. Very nice. All right, let's stand this up and take a look. Okay, so this is in. It's stretched. It's clasped at the bottom. We put our headrest in here. Kind of see what that looks like, but just like that. I'm going to go wash this thing off first, and then I'll install it. But this part is done. Next, we're going to put these springs back on, add a little foam maybe or some padding. We'll put the bottom on a roll. So next we got this headrest cleaned off, and we're going to put this in the holes. So I better do this side here first. It's kind of in the back, and just push it in, clip it. All right, there you go. So that's it. Okay, our back is installed. Let's go to the bottom. So I didn't get this on camera, but right here, those two springs were out, and I got them back on. I just kind of bent that other cable, to the left, so they're staying on there, and it's pretty tight. I'm going to add a little bit of padding to this bottom, but the top is complete. So this next spot here, I'm going to add some padding in. You won't believe where I got this from, but it's old, it's worn out. I like to put this, I guess I'm going to put it down like this, flat. All right, and then we'll add the foam and go from there. So, same thing. Never guess where I got this from, but it's an old piece. Hopefully this isn't too thick, which I don't think it will be, because this did wear out pretty good through the years. So we'll see what it does. Just kind of add some pieces here. I'll go like that, or something like that. All right. This piece. Just something just to kind of shape that, make that little difference. Okay, we're going to try to cover this. All right, so same thing with this. I'm going to stick this on and kind of flip this up for our hog ring. We can go to the back with this. All right, so got this tucked in. I got that extra foam in there. Seems like it's doing pretty good. Just put this on the middle. So it took a little persuasion here. Looks like I got it clipped though. All right, up on this. All right, so I do have it in there. This bracket fits right between those. This was kind of hanging over, but it is in there tight. Let's flip it over, adjust that foam, and finish this bottom. All right, so same thing. Now we have this flip back over. It looks like that foam, the spots are helping really good. I kind of got this in there, and now let's go ahead and hog tie this thing together again. So we'll do the middle. Make sure that bit. Oh yeah, that caught. Okay, two more, and this bottom will be tight. All right, I think I hit the camera on that last one. I mean, you really can't see what I'm doing, but just remember, match those two spots up, push down, and lock it in. Then give it a pull and make sure you got both pieces. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to look close right here. All three are in. You pull that, it is tight. So let's stretch this out. So same thing, we're just going to push this all the way around, kind of stretch it out. Okay. Back. And we'll pick this up, see what she looks like. All right, so the next part, kind of got this stretched, and this is our back adjustment. So we're kind of just stretching this. We can see right there, and I'm just gonna kind of cut an X right there at it. I just kind of guess at it and make that cut. It'd be nice for an X-Acto knife or something, but this works. Not to be perfect, but just enough cut to go right in there. Okay, so there's your cut. Should be pretty close going through. And there it is. Right. Do this again. So the clip is going to go in the front part. Clip that on. Kind of hard to do here on camera. So see that? That can go on. Then we're going to see which way this goes. And that long part's going to go there. We're going to put this on first. And just so let me make sure. All right, so I kind of looked at it. The clip is in front, so this longer screw is going to go in the back. So we're going to set that on there like this. Then we're just going to scoot this in place, and it should snap right on. Okay, snap this in. All right, there you go. All right, so our last part, this is kind of like the seat bottom cushion wing. I cut a little hole in here. Here's another hole I cut. I didn't do this side yet, but the idea, I'm going to try to stretch this and get this in that bottom hole there. So you don't have that much far to go, but it's kind of hard to do here on camera. I'm going to probably like stand up and push this around. But that's the idea. That's what we're going to stretch and get in that hole right there. All right, so I did stretch this, got in that hole. I put the whole seat on its side and was able to get it on there. So now we'll go down to this bottom side same way, and then we should be pretty close to putting it in the car. All right, so it's not perfect, but we've got them both buttoned up. This side here stretched out a little bit more, and this was that one ripped one, but it came out good. Back looks nice. It's stretched pretty good. Let's take a look at the whole seat. Okay, we have it built. Stretched out pretty good. Hopefully these wrinkles will come out here once it's in the car, but Now we're ready to go install it. All right, everything's back in the track, and they are both complete. Looks pretty good. So, not a bad job. You know, people ask, especially like the wife asks, why are you doing all this work? And I like to say, well, because I love the car. You gotta love doing this because it was a lot of work, but it came out nice. And those are the backs, same pockets, everything. So looks good. All right, it's totally complete. So thanks for watching the video.